we tested 5 methods to play Planet Zoo on a Mac on an M3 Max chip. In this case, all of the methods worked, which gives us enough to choose from. We'll give you the best settings we found for each method and we'll recommend which one to pick, but you still need to buy the game first. We are always looking for discounts on this game to help you get it as cheap as possible. Regularly check the description under this video to get the best deals available at the moment. Boosteroid and Crossover are the best choices, but which of the two depends on what you want. Boosteroid is the price to performance king, but it's a cloud solution, so it's best to use it at home. Just to be clear, if you want the easiest way to play, this is it. We recommend signing up from the link in the description to see all the available games in the Boosteroid library. Crossover uses your Mac's hardware, so games run better the newer your Mac is, but performance goes up and down all the time and you mostly have to reduce settings. You also often need case-by-case fixes for bugs depending on the game. Planet Zoo is a very undemanding game designed to run on many systems, but we've got some suggestions for best performance. All the optimized settings look like this. These settings are really not needed for Boosteroid, but if you find your mouse feels sluggish, lower water reflections to off-screen, space reflections to low, and shadows to medium. For Crossover, start with the 3 settings I gave for Boosteroid, add geometry detail to those, and you should be fine. Also for Crossover, you should use the DXMT or the D3D metal translation layers and keep eSync and MSync disabled to avoid texture glitches. All the other tested methods are a variation of this theme. GeForce Now is the best cloud solution with all the bells and whistles, but at double the price of Boosteroid, it's just not worth it except for a handful of games which can use the latest and greatest effects. xCloud is Microsoft's cloud solution created for using with Game Pass. It's by far the worst of the cloud solutions, but it comes with the benefit of being free if you subscribe to Game Pass. Sikarugir is the free DIY version of Crossover. It works great when it works, but it's more inconsistent, less intuitive, and has a lengthy setup. Now here's what I got from testing the methods. On cloud, GeForce Now is the cleanest PC on a Mac setup. You can push 4K and high or ultra visuals, and camera whips through busy habitats remain smooth unless you load a truly huge zoo where the sim can still drag. Boosteroid can deliver a similar maxed out look, but the consistency depends more on the server you land on and your connection. It's also our favorite pick because of its substantially better pricing. With xCloud, you get the console edition of Planet Zoo, so you are limited to 1440p, there's a 60 FPS cap, and it's a controller first experience, not quite the same PC Ultra vibe. The big trade-off with any of the cloud options is that the huge modding scene of this game remains unavailable. You can't install mods in the cloud. Locally, Crossover is decent but only for mid or high-end Macs. Initially, I got a stable 80 FPS rate at high settings and 1080p on my M3 Max in a fresh zoo, but once things started to get busy, the FPS count dropped to around 50. Sikarugir got me similar results, but it needed more tinkering. So it's also an okay option, but only if you've got the time and patience. Take care and see you in the next one.